We four are gathered here again for all the dignities. I am the Raven. This is Midnight Suns. Over there in the driver's seat is
knows how to
Rot.
reach me. It's hard to explain
Who's gonna
exactly
talk to
how
Captain
far out
Marvel?
I was in terms of this space-time.
And we have JKLantern, who certainly has opinions about this.
Beware.
This is because I'm
Not a bad
making
place to be
Surat
posted
go
up,
through the
all
Battle
things
Network
considered.
series,
At least
isn't
I'm
it?
not down
No,
with
no,
Jimmy.
no,
Looks like
no.
you're off to a
Yes.
good start.
And
The plans laid
StarprincessHLC.
in this room
Why
have
am I
probably
here?
helped save the world more times than we know.
Because I didn't want to be alone.
It's been a long time since I've been involved in any major
What's somebody saying? We
undertakings
needed
like
the eye
this.
candy?
Maybe too long. It's
But I'm in my pajamas.
So am I.
Oh my.
I'm not saying it.
I'm wearing my fuzzy slippers because my feet are cold.
I got a hole off on my butt.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the last thing we did was get this whole little contraption back here kinda sorta up and running.
Get
Yeah,
the-
Nicolas Cage Stark was whacking it, yeah.
And that
I'm sorry.
means it's time for our next mission.
Also, Nicolas Cage Stark will be an improvement on this Stark.
Smell like apples.
Apparently Blade has got something to say.
Oh yeah, the Daywalker. Why are you the coolest person in the game? You know what? Don't answer that. Of course you're the coolest person in this game.
Before we trained,
Chief
you had
Beckinsale
questions.
really
Go
wanted
on.
Blade to cross
Ask.
over in the Underworld series.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your
Have you
name
always
really
been a
Blade?
half-bet? What the hell kind of
Is
question
your
is
name
that?
really the hunter?
I mean, given
Yes.
one of my
Oh,
parents was a
really?
vampire and one of my
Your
parents
mom,
was human,
before
yes.
she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No,
What is it?
it's private.
Hello, Private.
Embarrassing.
Hello, Private.
No, the hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
I want to be your friend, Blade. You're awesome.
Personally.
He doesn't trust us yet.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born.
It was Deacon
Don't
Frost,
know
if I'm
that's
not
how it
mistaken.
always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't really know
I
about
don't
Blade. It's
exactly
from the
know.
movies, and
I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of
well,
time.
you only need to bother the first one.
Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped.
I know in the original Midnight Suns comic
Not until
run,
I met Caretaker.
when it starts out,
And then?
Blade is in a
She
psychiatric
gave me a
hospital.
reason to stop.
And because people don't think vampires are real, they think he's a crazy person. And then a guest psychiatrist who is secretly Doctor Strange manages to convince him there are things worse than vampires to get him to hunt other monsters. And like he teams up with another vampire hunter and another vampire who is a vampire hunter. Yeah, there are things worse than vampires out there.
Okay,
They-
when's the
that
Castlevania
actually-
crossover?
That actually may come up at some point.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So
wanted
when
the
she
eye
reached
candy.
out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
I need the mouse pad. I don't care.
My mouse pad now.
I need the mouse pad, cat.
Tell me about
It's
the midnight
mine!
suns.
I needed to catch mice.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Is
Guess
it
I
though?
never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Okay, you just need to buy these gifts for the DLC to get my rating up that high, and I'll start explaining things.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's not DLC, actually. It's
Oh, God.
actually just a part of the normal gameplay.
Oh god, they actually do it for the Dragon Age route, don't they?
Kind of.
Ugh.
What can you tell me?
So who
about
gets the
the
cone of
others?
shame?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
We have a doggy.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Robo-Man gets the cone of shame, because why the fuck is he here?
I've already explained
Tell
it.
me
He's a
about
futurist.
She's the youngest,
So it's a
but
case
she
of
acts like she's in
The,
charge.
the mystical is a
Why
of
let her
threat,
act like
so
that?
it needs to be ready for
She's
it.
usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Who else?
We otherwise be known as the 12:15.
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey.
I
but
don't
get
know
the
much
wrong
about
impression.
the Robbie Reyes
He's quick to make friends.
Ghost
and once he
Rider.
does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Who else?
Like I
What
was,
do you know about magic?
I was definitely of the era
Keeps
where
to
Dan
herself.
Ketch was the main Ghost
That is
Rider.
it.
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
That's because magic
When did she
literally
let
grew
people
up in
in?
a hell dimension and
At
then
her
got
pace.
de-aged and then
Respect
got
that, and
re-aged.
it'll happen faster than you think. Who else?
So many weird implications.
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
And the
Well, there are few
This
people I
was a
tolerate,
wrong.
even less who I like.
and the Hollywood executives want to find out
Sarah I
how.
respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I
Oh,
do.
you should have seen us on Friday nights.
Who else?
Who's
Nobody
that's
else.
all?
Sure.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it.
If only we had, like,
Die.
a living vampire of some kind. If only it was Morbin time.
If only. But it's not.
I thought you were gonna say
Thanks,
all
Mark.
rocks.
No, Morbin time.
Do you really want that, Dukin?
I don't want a Bat Dukin, but goddammit, Morbius should be here.
Obviously, I would prefer we focus our efforts on the sanctum itself. As is
He,
usually the
that's
case.
not normally a thing he can do.
Let me know when you want to get serious.
You're saying you don't want an entire blast full of bats?
No.
I just set up shop all over the city. If I had to guess, they've been planning this for years.
So what is it that the game is trying to show me?
Indignities? Wow, this place is bigger than it looks.
Yep, and we just don't have access to a whole lot of it yet. I think we're kind of limited to, if you can see the mouse cursor, this river here is like one boundary, and this little dividing line right here is another.
Okay.
I think that's what we're limited to at the moment. We just have to get through a bunch more of the game and talk to people and make friends to unlock the rest of this place. We also don't have any keys, so we can't go into any chests.
Could you imagine if I handled the smalls like this? Oh, to gain access to this area, you'll need to make friends with Snorri. Oh dear God.
Unless it's really telling me that I need to go into the war room and just start the next mission.
It might be the best option. Unless we want to play with Charlie some more.
There is only one choice for missions. As I understand it, and I have to say it like that, because A, my throat's clogging up for some reason, and B, I haven't played the game beyond this point. But as I understand it, later on, it will have a story mission and then side missions that will pop up.
Okay.
And you can choose to do the side missions for, like, you know, grinding purposes, essentially.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yes, cat. Yes, you're reaching out and gripping my arm with your claws. Yes, I know. And other people are getting a kick out of this, I know. Can I have my arm back, please?
I wanna play!
Your cat's joined Hydra.
He wants attention.
He wants it to be Bourbon
It
time.
was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased
More
this
like he wants
entire
it to be
block.
Meowbin
I'll
time.
let you think about that one for a minute.
Or wouldn't that be perfect?
Also, yes, this is the Faustian bargain mission.
Are we playing the seventh guest?
No, not quite. We don't have a choice as to who we take. We are still... And with the other missions, we will eventually get a choice of who to take. It will eventually stop forcing people with us. But for now, we're still in the really early stage, so it wants us to have a tank with us.
I mean, Captain Marvel should be able to, like, one-shot most of the people we see, if you're going by comic book power levels.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
Very.
This area
Oh, no, I thought he was just a little blues brother.
Occasionally. Good for a late-night snack.
Oh,
The falafel place down the road stays open till 3.
oh, right, sure. Only maybe next time say it less vampire-y.
It's just a delivery when he's talking about the restaurant.
Oh, I don't think I have.
One of these days, I'll join you on a mission, and you will see what I am really capable of.
Are you going to summon limbo demons?
I mean, I haven't seen her abilities.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you
I
reach the
can't
other
believe
side.
God of War 2018 ripped off Midnight Suns.
Okay, I'm just checking something. Midnight Suns releasing 2020.
I can't believe God of War
Don't you
2018.
fucking dare!
You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Anyway, you really want to go for someone drawing inspiration? Their secret world.
He was dead. Well, hoped is
Okay, so it's Faust here.
Calls himself Faustus now.
It's a small room.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Don't we have a Faust in
Not
both
just
DC
Hydras.
and Marvel?
Oh yeah.
That's magic coming from those crates.
Like, Marvel's one, he was just
Yeah.
like
How about
a
gamma radiation?
scientist slash psychiatrist.
Feeling that too?
DC's,
That's
it's
some
Felix
pretty
Faust, who's a
evil-looking
wizard.
hydrotech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Marvel recently has made gamma radiation
You
like
use your science brain
the
on this
powers
one,
of some.
Bruce.
Hulk got weird, but gamma radiation, it turns out, is connected to like some dark anti-god or something.
The one below.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I've
do
been a bit more
stealth.
about the Immortal Hulk.
I hear it's a good read.
Dear God, he's a fucked up series.
Yeah. Oh hey, Rock Song, didn't we destroy them previously?
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound.
What I
The
got?
device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Let's see. And what do we got out here? We got an elite. We got a commando mook. Other elites.
They have
Commando.
room with those slippers?
What?
They're very squishy.
Well, they're just like knitted slippers. Of course they're squishy.
Looks like there's more room there than I expected.
I'm getting my slippers.
Are you still waking up?
Maybe.
I don't have any knockback, do I? No, I do not.
You know, for Carol not just wiping the floor in time at the start, I'm just going for the whole bit of Spider-Man's a lot more powerful, but he's holding back, and thus he's doing the same because maybe they learned something by not wiping them out in an instant.
And I thought
Yeah.
thing was ugly.
Man-Thing should be in this game.
How can you be at the same time?
He is a thing who was once a man.
Here it comes.
Different character.
Interesting.
He's called the Thing, but he's also a man.
It's called Man-Thing.
So is he a man or is he a thing?
He's a thing that was once a man.
But what?
The thing's pretty fair.
I'll put this to good
Da,
use.
da, 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 da.
I pretty much not saw the Marvel version of Swamp Thing.
They came out close to the same time. I can't remember if they were made by the same people or not. So, yep, the old Man-Thing.
That's good.
No, it's Man-Thing. Oh.
He's made of tentacles.
I will say that about 90% of what you two just said fuzzed out because you were peeking out the mic that badly.
Whoops.
And it makes it more amusing.
Man-Thing.
So is
He's
he a
a
man or is he a
Man-Thing.
thing?
So basically, he was a man named Ted Sallis who was trying to recreate the Captain America formula, and it went horribly, horribly wrong. So now he's magically connected to this nexus of realities. So he deals with magic stuff. He's only vague, like his level of intelligence currently is kind of vague, but he Oh, you can.
Think these guys got their
Did
tactics
I hear
from
that
the
right?
back
His
of the
last name is Salads?
Sallis. S-A-L-L-I-S.
Yeah, because if he turned into plants, it would look hilarious.
I'm on it.
Even more so if he was a vegetarian.
I remember seeing the Man-Thing movie on Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh no.
It's a great Sci-Fi Channel movie.
There are good Sci-Fi Channel movies?
Let's just put it this way.
Them are joining the fight.
Is it enjoyable? If it's a yes.
Like it works fine as a horror movie, and in fact, if you take out like the one bit about like, oh, this is the nexus of reality, it's like, oh yeah, this is
More things in heaven and earth.
revenge swamp monster movie. Yeah, I know what this movie is selling. I'm good with this.
But was there an avalanche?
No, they were in a swamp. There was no avalanche.
The question is, was it made before or after? Before, during, or after the two Swamp Thing movies were?
It came out in 2005.
Long after.
Yeah.
I was still in high school then.
Babies.
Yeah, the other night we were watching Mystery Science Theater, and we saw possibly the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, which is impressive, considering some of the shit I have watched. Avalanche, starring Rock Hudson and Mia Farrow. There was no plot, the acting was bad, none of the characters had chemistry, we were rooting for the Avalanche.
Yeah.
You know how in like a lot of disaster movie things, it's like, okay, we set up the characters, disaster shit happens, and then we go through a chunk of the movie figuring out how we're gonna deal with the disaster. Avalanche, it's basically, we spent 5/8 of the movie with these characters, none of whom are interesting, none of whom we like. The disaster happens. Once it happens, it's kind of done, but we're still here. Why are we still here?
Also, there was a kitchen cheerleader. Why was there a kitchen cheerleader?
Why do we?
Yeah, by now they should be able to like wipe the floor with everything.
See, whenever you say that, I just think of the, what was the band's name again? Daft Punk.
Unfortunately, I can only hit one of these guys.
Oh, he's in orbit now.
B-team, third string.
If parties just with white towns.
Yeah, they get
Binaries.
more.
Reinforcements.
They get more people, and for some reason, they are all focused on beating on one person.
Somehow stabilize the rate of decay
Maybe
within the
they-
particles themselves. How else could it be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know.
Maybe
Bruce.
they were. Maybe
Be sure
Lilith
to
was
ask
like,
them
"Take
when
my
we're
daughter
reaching out to the bad
alive."
guys.
Binary is basically when Captain Marvel goes Super Saiyan. She, like during an X-Men storyline of all things, when they were fighting the Brood, she like became connected to a white hole and became like able to fight the Silver Surfer and win level of powerful. And then something happened where she had to kind of sever that connection, so she's less powerful in her normal state, but sometimes she can absorb enough energy to get back there.
Did she watch Krillin die too?
She did not.
Oh.
What did Krillin do to deserve that?
Ask Frieza.
So that's how that works.
Krillin was a bit of a dick to begin with in Dragon Ball.
Go, go!
He did not deserve half the guts went through his death.
Yeah.
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
this game.
Watch out!
Get her.
I just had flashbacks to Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one where everybody was like getting obsessed with light.
So we need to get a recover artifact card drawn. We have to get the protection broken to access the truck, and then use the card to recover the artifact. Okay.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
I should be used to this by now.
We do not have that card yet. Okay.
Clearly, it's just time to murder a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, we do. Okay, we have it right here.
You got to go with the shield to take out first.
See if I can get something in here that doesn't need heroism.
See, I'm playing through Marvel Spider-Man at the moment. I just imagine while this is going on, in the exact same warehouse on the other side, Spider-Man is dealing with the demons, who are just set up a drug smuggling ring for finances.
Unfortunately, there aren't many mooks just right in here where I need to clear out enemies.
Can we beat up the debris?
Oh, we can once we get some heroism. We need heroism points to be able to use the debris against people.
I mean, come on, look at Carol. She looks like she should be loaded on the stuff.
Yeah, she just sucked up Faustus's weird science juice.
I feel more like myself every day.
I don't know how to take that sentence.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
I don't think he's still breathing.
Yeah, you just hit him with a pair of swords. He should be dead. Let alone with the force you hit him with.
I think he just exploded.
You're gonna get a chance out of this. Or not.
Your fate is sealed.
Whack!
Was that truly?
Hey, you hit me with Steve!
Gonna hit Charles with Charles.
You know, I'm tempted to call all the mooks by that name that was used in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged that Mark called all his minions. I just can't remember what the name was.
I think it was Dave.
It was Dave or Steve or some very generic name.
So how do you feel about Dave?
Who?
Dave.
Who?
You want kitty?
Unfortunately, I don't have any more cards. I have 2 card plays left, but no cards to play.
Well, time to do the chicken dance.
No, they're not.
Hydra is in control of nothing.
You had your chances.
Come on, load up the
wasting your
attack.
energy.
Thank you.
I am not myself.
I am you.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
We've got company.